Test case writing for the sign up page for a demo application as an example. Coming back to the sign up page again, a demo application that I have created to help you understand the fields, how to analyze test scenarios, and then create test cases. Then document these test cases on Google Sheets step by step in order to test the application. In this chapter, I will explain the username field scenarios and how to create test cases for this field. Since I have already explained other fields in detail in my previous videos, for example, the first name field, second name field, email ID field, mobile number field, and password field. Also for delivery applications where the mobile number is the only option for signing up. You may go and watch them by clicking on the links that I have shared below in the description. Every sign up form is different, so their requirements will be different too. Previously, in my videos, I have explained the most common fields that almost every basic sign up form has, and in most cases, all of the fields are required to be filled with valid credentials in order to sign up. In some applications, there will be a username field that is required too, and in order to sign up as a user, you will be required to enter the field by choosing an username as an identification so that when you log in, you will be logged in with your username. Showing you a demo template as an example. Let's pretend to be a user and you wanted to sign up for something that you need. For example, when I tried signing up for some health related website and I provide my email ID, then moved on to the username field, it automatically recommended using the email as a username or else asked me to use only letters and numbers for creating my new username. So in this case, you see there are some criteria set for the username field. So in order to sign up, we need to either choose our email or create a new username that includes only numbers and letters. As I explained before in my previous videos, you need to go thoroughly through the required documents and understand them by analyzing the scenarios for the fields of an application that is under test in order to create test cases. Then document them and later execute them. And when you do that, you know what exactly you are required to test, and hence you create the test cases during the designing phase in software testing lifecycle. So what are the invalid test cases for the username? An invalid test case should be that the username cannot be less than two characters in general. For example, an, lie, me, kai, etc. These are all 2 to 3 characters and must be accepted as names. So in this case, the invalid test case is to test the field by entering names with just one character and see what happens, whether it accepts or not. And the expected result is that it should not accept names with just one character. Hence, the case is invalid, not natural. So let me show you how you will write the test case for this in the Google Sheet that we have created for sign up page. Also, let's assume that the criteria are set for the username field and start documenting the test cases. First, username must not be less than 2 characters. Second, must be at least 6 characters. And third, must include only letters and numbers. So according to the criteria set for the username field as an example, I will choose my username as Sona23, right? Because it is more than one character, then it is of 6 characters, which includes letters and numbers both. Also, let's discuss the invalid test cases first. Any particular test that is not normal or not natural or not following the criteria set for the field would be considered as invalid test case. For example, like too short username, too long username, already used username, username with only letters or say only numbers are invalid scenarios or say invalid test cases in general. And let's quickly begin writing these now. I'm going to continue writing the test cases for the username field in the same sign up suite that I have created for testing the other demo template. Since it is still another field for the sign up page, it is okay to add on the same sign up suite. Let's see how to write this. Test case number 28 is to verify sign up with invalid username characters, that is short username. The first action or the step is to enter the username field with one character. Then next enter all other fields with valid credentials, and then lastly click on sign up. Here I am going to write the expected result in one line, that is sign up is not successful. It shows an error message which says please enter at least two characters. Next, we can verify the opposite of the short name. That is, we can test the field by using too long username. So, test case 29 is to verify sign up with invalid username characters. That is, long username. So, the first action is to enter too many characters into the field. For example, 200 characters. Then enter all other fields with valid credentials. And lastly, click on sign up. The expected result would be that the sign up is not successful. It shows an error message which says the username is too long. Test case number 30 is to verify sign up with an already used username. In this case, once you enter the field using an already used username, it will ask you to choose another username because it was already taken by some other user. For this functional test case, the expected result would be that the sign up is not successful. It shows an error message which says this username is already being taken. Please choose another username for sign up. In this test case, that is test case number 31, verify sign up leaving the username field empty. The first action or the step is to leave username field empty. Next, enter all other fields with valid credentials. And lastly, click on sign up. The expected result should be that the sign up is not successful. It shows an error message which says username field cannot be left empty. Now let's talk about some valid test cases for the username field. Test case number 32 is to sign up with username in different language, that is valid test case. The first action is to enter username in different language. For example, Hindi. This is a specific test case for the localization apps and websites or for applications that accepts different languages. The next step is to enter all other fields with valid credentials and then click on sign up. The expected result would be that sign up is successful. You should be redirected to the home page because this is a valid test case. Test step 33 is to sign up with the username which includes only letters and numbers. For example, Sona23, and that is valid test case because as per the required document, this criteria is set for the field. The first action is to enter username which has letters and numbers. Next, enter all other fields with valid credentials. And lastly, click on the sign up button. The expected result for this test case functionality is that sign up is successful. You should be redirected to the home page. Test case 34 is to sign up with a valid username. The first action is to enter the field with a valid username. Next, enter all other fields with valid credentials. And lastly, click on the sign up button. The expected result would be that the sign up is successful. You should be redirected to the home page. This is all about the username field test cases that I think are important to test. As I explained earlier, if we think more, there will be more test cases that can be created and tested. So there are no limits to testing any particular field. Hence, please make sure to check the requirement document well in order to cover all important functional and non-functional test cases. Like, share, and subscribe. Press the bell icon to get notified of my new uploads. Thank you for watching.